I'm in the whip, all in the rest, I never switch, ice in the rest, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. He was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. I got one. Check three. 80 weapons. Watch the shit. Roll out. Hey, Sam off.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 13. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Rock it. Hey, Orbit.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Alpha.
Line 6. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun to give to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. They'll run on 1st down. It's Maxwell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 4-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Gone.
Here we go.
Hey, Echo.
2nd and 14. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He's got room to run past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2 seconds to go, 1st quarter.
Trace on Travis. Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. Ken Lobo.
Let's go. Man left, man left.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Look at me. Zipper.
Squeeze, double. 57.
Shoot.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Fights loose. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 6th touchdown of the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Hard. What? Squeeze. Hey. High 7. Yep. Go.
2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
I'm coming after you. Go out. Hey, Haywood.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, New England.
Hey, Sam off. Yes. Go. Now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
You can't stop me.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's get out the field.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19.
Right there. 54.
Bravo.
Watch the boot.
Fan.
Check 6 guys.
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching path. You still got a chance. That says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
He's checking. Crash. Rock it. Shoot. 80 weapon. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. That one good for 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Seibert able to knock this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Now.
They're going to look to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, orbit.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 11. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ready? 60 outlaw. We got race on travel. Leo. Watch the twins.
2nd and 6.
Check 99. Check 99.
29-yard line.
$22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Gone. Crunch. Now.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
A gain of 14.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 2nd and 5. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Mixon. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
5. 57's a must. Get it.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, G. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, wahoo. And 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Go.
Now Joe Mixon.
You ain't going nowhere.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. 60 yards. Tackles. Chest. Under 10. 10. Recon, 132 fighter.
On third down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
You. 80 weapons. Smooth. Hey, lock it. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, we're pretty good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You don't want me. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day.
Hey, watch that. Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, exit. Yo, go.
2nd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Go. SOS.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will get them one closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Check 3. 6-6. Pull it high. Come. Be driven.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Maxwell. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. 36 yards on the play. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 55. Hey, eat. I got it. Undercrunch. Now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Check right, check right. Check.
Another try for Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Here's Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's second down.
Hey, high 7.
Check right.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Go. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw. Took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Haywood.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commented